Hello, test 1 2 1 2. This is WE5Q PZ testing.
يعني زي لك لما تقول يعني
Hi there, Don. I'll get the microphone turned up here in a minute. How you doing today?
We're doing pretty good. Uh, nice day in San Jose. Let's see, 77 right now. And let me turn off the audio there. Otherwise, Dudley hears something. So he's going to see what he's barking at. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, not much going on. We went shopping today at Costco, pick up a few things that we need, but that's about it. So just thought I'd come out here and listen, see what was going on. So we'll be hanging out. AI 6RE, back to you.
Boy, I was having a hard time finding the right window to click. All right, very good. I've got the internet stuff going, but I still looking for, and it's nice and quiet. There's not much activity going on. Okay, and I'm fixing supper in the background, and I'm on hold with Time Warner. So, yeah, I could have a lot of things going on. Talk to you later. I'll lock this up and transmit. We'll see you during the net.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that sounds like your normal life. A lot going on all the time. But coming in loud and clear here, we'll be hanging out. Catch you later. I use the control key, the right-hand control, and apparently you can set it for any window. I mean, no matter what window you're on. So that sort of helps. But then again, you can click it at the wrong time too. Okay, have a good one. We'll listen.
Try testing on 7.2.
Okay.
HCHY listing standing by.
Okay, Don. Yeah, I got a couple of things going on here. All right, very good. I better go check my stuff I got cooking on the stove. I'll be back. And have a good evening. Hopefully we'll have a good net tonight.
Hello, test 1, 2, 3, 4. Just KCHY testing.
Hi, Dane. KHCHY. Boy, get the audio down a little bit. KHCHY. Let's do this. Bring this down. All right. KHCHY. I'll get everything set in a minute. This WA5QPZ.
Why? I've got some kind of anomaly going on here in my computer trying to resolve it, but I think KCHY standing by.
All right. Well, my dinner's about ready, and I've got to eat it here real quick. And I haven't checked to see. I'll check and see if he's got the net started yet. And I'm in a thunderstorm. Got a thunderstorm going on outside, so I don't know. It might drop out any moment. All right. Very good. KHCHY WA5QPZ.
On this broadcast. will be used by the FreeDV 40-meter net coming up at 8 o'clock Central Time. It's wanting to try to get a frequency here, so we'll have a fair channel at that point. This is KCHY listening for something. KCHY standing by. Okay, I'll get a good copy on you. I think we got that. We'll be okay. KCHY back. KCHY. Just kind of problem is not responding to me right now. Give me a fellow, KCHY. Whatever you on that last transmission wasn't very good down here. You were running, you were dropping out. You were going down -3, -4 all the way down. You were in and out, and I did not see you. We want to get into the to EchoLink. Back to you, Fred. But if you're only running 12 volts, if I understood that correctly, you'd cat bang right below us, so I think he's far enough away it's not going to be a problem, at least not around here where we are. So let's stand by and occupy the frequency for a while, and anyone else want to check in and grab a little bit and see how we're doing, stand by.
Oh, good grief, I deserve hazard pay.
Okay, AC. Okay. This is KHCH. Pretty good copy over here. K4 RKP. This is KCHY.
Well, KHCH will buy. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like I'm reaching KHCHY yet. Hey, he's in a
Dang, I deserve hazard pay tonight. I got thunderstorm going on outside, 40-mile-an-hour winds, and lightning all around, so I may be gone at any moment. KHCHY, WA5QPC.
Okay, Dudley. Give me 5QPZ. Understood. You know, we've been going through those storms coming up the way. And K4 RKP, you were up and down. QSB on the band. You were dropping out that time before you had good solid. You were above the signal noise ratio of 0, and then all of a sudden you dropped down. So it's coming and going, except time of day, the sun going down on us. So, okay, Dudley, stay in there, hang in there. We'll stand by and see if we can give assistance to Fred when the time comes. This is KCHY. I think I heard one other station coming in that was when RKP was trying to talk. Is there another station wanting to check in? This is KCHY.
I have 0.
Yes, sir. AA0 KM, I believe it is. This is KHCHY. Yeah, I had a copy on you. Go ahead and talk. This is a KHCHY back to AA0 KM.
KHCHY, this is AA0KM. Working on those we had. First, I could level up on the iPad and try to ready to go finally out and about, and I'm going to try to run the waveform and the iPad.
Okay, AA0KM. Yeah, you had a bit ballasty 10 signals. I showed 10 with USB on it. It peaked up at about 10, hanging in there above 0, so I copied that. Oh, yeah, good. So this is KCHY standing by for others if they want to check in for audio check.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Tango, Echo, Delta.
All right, I had 2 stations coming in there. Was the WA5 PDD, was that you? This is KCHY, and I'll check in the other station in a moment.
WA5 TED, yes sir, I would like to check in.
All right, well, I'm not making formal check-ins. I'm just trying to keep the band open, keep a little gab going on here. And I think, let's see, we got somebody else that was checking in, maybe that ended in D, maybe it was KX3DM. Were you in there? KX3 DM, Don, up in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
This is KCHY trying to keep the frequency occupied here for a while. So while we get ready, Dudley is experiencing a thunder and lightning storm, so he may not be on to help out this evening. PZ that is, and Fred's busily getting everything ready at his place of location up in Maryland. So this is KCHY trying to keep the frequency open and standing by for anyone who wants to just check in with me to see how things are doing. CHY working on keeping the frequency open this evening in anticipation of the net at 8 o'clock Central Time. So we are getting some people having weather in different parts of the country, such as Dudley. Those of you who are new to this frequency and this net, we encourage you to use NetLogger and go in and pick that this net, the FreeDV 40-meter net, your choice of a net, and then Fred, who will be the net control, will get you logged in, and that'll make things a little bit simpler for Fred and his activity. Also, that if you want, you can go to EchoLink. EchoLink is easy to load into an iPhone. Go to get on EchoLink. You can set up for WA5QPZ, and you'll be able to hear what he's hearing. And for those of us on the East Coast, we can hear the West Coast sometimes we can't otherwise, and vice versa. So we anticipate that being it's a help every week, and we appreciate Dudley doing that. Hope he can keep it going. This is KCHY standing by, trying to keep the frequency open. This is KCHY. trying to keep the frequency occupied here for a while. See some side benders above us and sometimes below us, so we want to try to keep this frequency as open as we possibly can. Especially in the early parts of the net, so we'll have to learn to live with that. Again, for those of you who may be new, we encourage you to use Net. And that'll help Fred log you in, and then you can be in the list when the time comes. Check what's going on. This is KCHY standing by for the net.
FL testing. With inventory Foxtrot Lima. Looks like I'm pretty much got everybody can hear me. Rick's having a little trouble out there, but take the time. I just wanted to make sure everything's working here. Setting 3FL standing by.
Hell, you must have put some power on. You're running 10, 12, 15 dB down here with the new arrangement there, Fred. So, well, that's good. And you are lighting up the board really good. This is KCHY standing by.
Yeah, KCHY and 3FL, thanks, Dane. And we have right now in NetLogger, I'm showing at this point in time, which came in using NetLogger. So choosing NetLogger helps me out because it's tough to watch things come on and off of FreeDV Reporter. That's for sure. So that really helps out. And that is from the net server. Anyway, this entry of the control standing by net will start 8 minutes.
Any more favorable. You were running 20 SMR 20 down there. Looks like I'm lighting up the board just a little bit better. So in fact, we'll have a good net this evening. Sun's going down here in the east and be crawling across the country. So we look forward to the net starting up here in about 8 minutes. This is K.
I think I love Steve Jr. down there in Jamaica can hear me. Looks like he can. Okay, so still got about 6 minutes till the net starts. People wonder if they're logged in or not. So I'll run down the list as it lands right now. This consists of what I see on NetLogger from people who use NetLogger to monitor. Also, what I gleaned from FreeDV Reporter. So here we go. It's my son. It's an easy kid. It's a DHY. NEC3EW is number 5. K0PFX. K3RW. RTAWB is number KX3DM, K5ATL, K5R, K4R, KI6RE at number 15. A0 ET83O VA3W KBWX7Y is number 20. KI4Q, K9FP, KD8BNU, W4XA, NF0T, BE3KUZ, and AC8J. Somewhere in there, I had 6 followed SJ. Now, where did he go? So I'm going to put him back in. There's something about NetLogger that
He's number
yeah,
4.
no, he's already in there. I guess I
Thunderstorm got me. I got to reboot the radio. I'll have everything else back up shortly.
link and he is EchoLink just came back up. And I don't know if his YouTube base what the percentage of that is going to be, but we'll play it out as the night goes on. I just added 2 more stations to the bottom of the list, number 28 W6POT, 29 is K5 Gulf, India. Just entering NFL. We got 2 minutes to go.
Fred, I'm just going to throw a comment in here. Once in a while, people leave their FreeDV reporting turned off. It's very helpful to Fred if you turn it on so that when you're transmitting, he sees a red line on his FreeDV reporter knowing that you're transmitting. There's a button up there on the 2.3.1 version now. It says turn off, turn on. And you want the button lit up light that says turn off, which means it's really on. So anyway, that's sometimes a little confusing, but that would be very helpful to make sure that you are recording on the FreeDV reporter. This is KCHY standing by for the meal.
Hello, 1 2 1 2. Let's see if this works. All right, I'm back. This is WA5QPZ, and we got Crank the audio down just a little bit. I think I got everything back up and percolating, Fred. But yeah, the thunderstorm had taken the lights out. But I'm back. N3FL WA5QPZ.
When your signal came up, Dudley, I started out, it's alive! So, okay, well, look, stay stable in your house, and if you got to pull the plugs for the net, if you got to go down, you got to go down. All right, here we are. Calling the FreeDV Activity Net, calling the FreeDV Activity Net. NFL, November 3 Foxtrot Lima. I'm your net control for tonight. My name is Fred Foxtrot Romeo Echo Delta. I'm located in Stevensville, Maryland, which is on a town on the Chesapeake Bay, about 8 miles to the east of Annapolis, Maryland. I'm on the western shore, and tonight is a light little vertical, 31 feet tall, 64 radios under, located about 100 feet from the water. Running 950 watts right now out of an Ameritron LS 1306, and the driver is an L5K4G. And I'm only running 2.3.0 because it's working great. That's all I can say. This evening we have 29 people in the book on NetLogger, and I'm sure I'll pick up some more. My apologies if I don't have you yet. Here's a list. Listen closely. I'll give it to you by the numbers. N3FL number 1, WA5QPZ KHCH1. It's 6.5 SJ Junior Samara. You jumped up to number 4. Congratulations. Staff 5 MUY. Number 5, AC3EW, K0PFX, K3RWE, WW4GA, WB4EEH is number 10. NB0E, KX3DM, K5H, RKP, RE is 15, AA0KM, WA5TED, WA8010, AD30, man. VA3W, WX7Y is number 20. KI4Q, 21, K9FB, KD8DNU, W4XA, NF0T is number 25. 3, KUZ, AC8JF, W6POT, and K5GI. All of these things have been gleaned off of NetLogger and FreeDV Reporter. I did not call out your call. Don't worry. As long as I see on FreeDV Reporter, I'll get you, and we will call for check-ins and check-ins at the end of the list. So with that in mind, let me throw it out to WA5QPZ before he gets hit by lightning, and hopefully he can keep EchoLink and the YouTube recorder going. WA5QPZ.
All right, very good, Fred. Whoops. Okay. We'll do better with the amplifier. N3FL Net Control, WA5QPZ, and we'll certainly try to keep it up. Everything stayed up. Everything stayed up except, well, hold on just a second. Fred, go ahead and pick up a couple others. I got to retune something.
Sure thing, Tony. WA5QPC and the FreeDV N3FL. All right, I'm going to the one of the guys who kind of inspired the initiation of this net. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary in July. Dane, check your notes. We got it on what. So see if we can figure out what date that was, because I'm not sure I have it right in mind. Thanks for your help. I appreciate you. All the work you're doing to keep the net rolling. Pre-net, kid. Your comments on that, please.
All right, N3FL and the FreeDV 40-meter net. This is Keith. Well, everybody's had enough for me. We're in Auburn, Alabama. And we've been having some bad weather, but tonight's not one of those nights. It's a good night tonight. This is CHY, back to N3FL and the net.
Very good day, KC in 3FL. Thanks a lot for your comments and for your help. And my notes show we started about the middle of July. I don't have it right in front of me. I checked and see what you got, and you can send me an email, and we'll and maybe Dudley's got something out there too. Dudley, you can jump in with additional comments whenever needed. I'll just continue down the list. Next on the list, Junior, 6Y5SJ. 6Y5SJ. I don't see you on FreeDV. I don't agree up on that. Okay, negative copy. Maybe we'll deal with that later. Later on, I'll put him down as not heard. Next station in line, KI5MUY. Chris in Arlington, Texas. Your comments on that, please, N3FL. Yeah, I don't think he's hearing me right now, for whatever reason. Okay, now he's taking note. Let's try one more time. KI5MUYN3FL, your comments on that, please. N9K transmitting out there, but I didn't copy him. I didn't see it here on EchoLink. So N9K, check to see if you're getting any RFL or if you can increase your PL. We'll continue down the next five in line are AC3, that's K3, RW. Gentlemen, be prepared. All right, AC3EW, Mark, your comments on that, please, N3FL. Yeah, very good, Mark. AC3EW from N3FL. FYI, I switched over to on the vertical. You were difficult to copy, but when I to the 40-meter dipole, you were booming in here, and I expected, given it we're not that far apart. All right, next on the list, K0 PFX. Hello. Good evening. Do you have any clips on the FreeDV?
Yeah, N3FL. The net, this is K0 PFX. Good evening, everyone. So far, our signal is good here on Los Angeles. Did quite well. Running the radio this evening, and there's only about 400 watts. It's like we're going to have a good use of signals here are great. Low noise level, 77 degrees, clear sky. Supposed to be only 55 in the morning. So that's going to be a cool one. Direct to net control, M3 FL group. This is K0 P.
The usual K0 PFX Ministry of FL. The weather here has been beautiful actually the past couple of days. And there's more pointed out. These effects fall off the road for me. Can much me the question. Is now it's going to get warmer. The temperature in the pool. We got a bit. It's only going to get. We'll probably see the 83 degrees. So that's my kind of water. All right, next in line, K3RWE. Ron, your comments on that, please. MTFL. Looking hard, next in line, WB4. WB4, your comments on that, please, from MTFL. Okay, Dudley, can you do me a favor and pick it up? I got a lot of people that need to get reporter into NetLogger. So let's see if we can stir you up to with a few comments now. W95 QPZ and the FreeDV Activity Net N3FL.
All right, I think we can do that. Hold on. Okay, we'll do it with the amplifier. a little bit better there. All right, very good. This is WA5 QPZ, and I got the through the thunderstorm and power failure, and nearly everything stayed up, but the radio power supply surged, but we got it back. And so if you're wanting to hear what I'm hearing and hear my melodious maybe a little bit clearer, you can go to EchoLink and then search for my call, WA5QPZ. You'll get into the community broadcast there. Also, you can go to CQ200, and I'm broadcasting out on CQ200 also. And then, of course, YouTube. And if you're listening on YouTube, it's about maybe a second and a half or two. I haven't checked it after power failure. Maybe I better look. Power failure sometimes will cause a little bit added delay, but maybe it'll recover. But usually about a second and a half delay from real time. But that's not too much of a problem. We just, as any net controls, we just have to pause long enough for people to be able to make that transition. So that's kind of the rundown. Like Fred was saying, if you can get on NetLogger, that sure smooths out the check-in process. And glad to have each and every one check in. Let's see, I think we made it down through WB4EEH, I believe. Do you want me to pick up a Norman WB4EEH there, Fred? This WA5QPZ. Okay, Fred must be Still busy. Norman, did Fred pick you up? He's stepped away. WB4EEH, WA5QPZ. All right, didn't hear Norman there. All right, let's try Simon. NV0E, November Victor 0E. Simon, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ for net control. Simon, you still with us? At NV0E, NV0E, WA5QPZ in the FreeDV Net. Well, I didn't hear Simon come back. Don, KX3DM. KX3DM. Don, your comments for the group, this WA5QPZ.
Okay, so yeah, man. What's this? Well, get your big move.
Boy, Don, thunderstorms are really tearing me up at the moment, keeping my everything way high. My noise floor is just real high at the moment. Let's try it again. Don, try it again. Let's see if we can get it through. KX3DM, WA5QPZ.
So I didn't make a transmission there. I got your transmission 100% done. I'll pick it up. I'm back now, Dudley. So, yeah, Tom, thanks a lot for your comments. And you were up and down here as high as 10 dB and then dropped down close to 0 there at the end. Very interesting. So I'm glad you made some contacts on FreeDV and that you're having fun with the program. Righty, let me go down the next 5 here so people are prepared. T5ATO, we're at number 13 on the list. T4RKP, AI6RE, AA0KM, and W85TED. Gentlemen, be prepared on the beginning of that list. T5AGO. Look how much for that, please. This is N3FL.
N3FL, K5AGO, good evening, Dudley and Fred. Good copy on both of you, but the close-in Texas stations I'm not receiving tonight. We too had a big storm blow through for about 45 minutes. Lightning, heavy rain, and some hail, but no damage, and did not lose power. So that's typical. It's just typical weather for this time of year. That's all I've got going on here in North Texas. K5AGO back to net control.
Indicated try K5AGO from N3FL, copied 100%. And thanks for the comments. And next week, next in line, K4RKP. I heard you earlier. Down there in Kennesaw, Georgia. Let's see if we can hear you now. K4RKP, Rob, N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good. I'm typing in something here. My apologies for the slow back. Keep for RKT from N3FL. Got you down in Florida. They stuck in but so thanks for checking in and I'll look forward to being again next week. Next in line, AI6RE, AI6RE Don, out in San Jose. I don't see you on here right now. I don't know if you're hearing me or not. AI6RE M3FL. FreeDV Reporter. So, he's probably couldn't hear us, and wait, he'll come back to. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm satisfied. AACOKM. Jeff out there, Marshall was there earlier, so if I hear me now, AACOKM and try to fill your comments on this place.
Well, let's see. I'm not trained. I get on the piano. Basically, what I said on the piano for him, I'm a little bit like butterfly. So, basically, I played with him. And I laughed and checked on the cameras as soon as going down. It's getting better than that. I'm hearing most everybody, some kind of everything. You're the fella in me. Okay.
Very good. AACOKM N3FL. Very good, Jeff. The same copy here. I switched back and forth between multiple antennas here, and was able to pull you through. And enjoying the 72-degree weather. It's about what the temperature is here right now. Thanks a lot for your comments. Next in line, W85TED, they're in Lubbock, Texas. Your comments for the FreeDV activity at N3FL.
Yes, well, I think really most of the stations that are get control of hearing. Still a whole lot of line curve to go through. We're going to be completing. Enjoy the boat, looking forward to you remember to Ben Bear back to there, W5TED.
W85TED from N3FL, 100% copy here, Gary. Yeah, I know you're on the sonar, went up and down, and I switched to cross mode and was able to copy in. I'm sure 100%. All right, now for the next 5. AD30, DA3WTB, WX7Y, KI4Q, and K9FB. That takes us from 18 through K9FB at number 22 out of 37. And this keeps growing. So there we go. AD30, Dennis, your comments on that, please. So N3FL, hopefully you're copying me up there tonight. Go ahead.
Well, next video is
Yeah, very good, Dennis. 83 over in 3 FL. Yeah, and we'll like trick buttons and load up hands, I guess. Dudley is very good at juggling those things. If you need help or any counseling, he'll be more than happy to give it to you. Okay, next in the line with me, WWTD. Dudley, your comments on that, please, and for
FreeDV, pretty game is had by all, from what I'm hearing, most of the people are hearing pretty well everybody else. Yeah, pretty well the only one who didn't hear tonight is the ones who were on me. Got quite warm today at about 85 degrees up near Toronto here, and sunny skies, man. We've had sunny skies for like 4 days now. But don't you know it? They're probably going to pay the price for that. Back to net control, and thanks for doing this tonight. This is the 3WDB.
Yeah, very good, Bill. Beautiful signal here. You picked up to as high as about 12 dB SNR. Beautiful copy and beautiful audio here. You have a really good audio level on the decoder graph. You're at the 0.8 peaks. And I think that's a good spot to be. It's not distorted, and it's a pretty good volume. And I think that it corresponds to, on the mic side, about from what best I've seen. Don't quote me, I guess, on that, but that's what your audio said. Okay. Next in line, WX7Y, Brett in Utah. Your comments for that tonight. This is N3FL.
Net and that you're sounding quite good. Most stations are training late. It's on the net. That probably you very good and definitely very good. And anyway, a lot of stations aren't quite noisy. And anyway, it's nice weather here. It's still 80 degrees outside. It's only it's 19:30 hours time out here on Mountain Time. So we're a little earlier in the evening than usually are. Of course, but anyway, just wanted to get in here. Missed out last week. I was doing something. I don't remember what it was. I haven't felt bad. I missed out. So I like checking into this net quite a bit. And I guess that's about it. So we'll send it back to you for the next stations that are in line. On here again. So me too, guys. To be actually,
Good Black WX7Y from N3FL. Beautiful copy here. You averaged about 6-7 dB here. SNR, which makes for beautifully decoded audio. Sound like you're in the room. Okay, next in line, K9FB. Let me just read out the next five guys here. K9FB, KD8BNU, W4XA, LMF0T, and VE3KUC. And by the way, we've added stations at the bottom of the list. When we go down, I'm going to start with number 26. VE3KUC, DC8JF, W6PNT, K5GI, KB0NAB. That's not a 4, it's supposed to be, that's not a 5, it's supposed to be a 4. My apologies for the lousy typing here. Let me see if I can change that and get you back. Why it's supposed to be. Now people will clear it. I'll get it in a minute. N9KMT, KF6IWW, NF20, W85MAC and W0TTP at 38. So going down the list now, it's K9FKB, KD8VNU, W4XA, N0T, and VE3KUC. Here we go. Oh, I skipped one. KI4Q, excuse me. KI4Q is next, down in Locksdale, Phil. KI4Q, N3FL, your comments on that, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that was KI4Q, so then 3FL. You had plenty of RF in here, but no audio. So check your audio tabs, and when we get to the bottom of the list, check back in. We'll see if we can confirm that you got it straightened out. And I just added to the bottom of the list K4QJZ, K0OKE, and then here's KG08Q at number 40. Just keep like typing away here. And let's see, did I get K0VM? I think I did. Let me see if I got him in here. Nope, I got him in here now. Boy, people are popping in here real quick. So let's get going down the list. But KI4Q, Phil, try again. Check your audio path. You play RF or no audio. K9FB, your comments, John, out there in Kokomo, Indiana for the Nets and for the NFL.
All right. Good evening to Fred from the net. Good copy on most stations tonight. Connections are pretty good. In Kokomo, Indiana. You got a huge carrier, but zero audio. So I hope you can find that issue. Get that straightened out. All right, I believe you may be clairvoyant. You had me on your list before I thought I was even visible anywhere. I had not brought up the NetLogger, and I didn't think I had turned on FreeDV reporting yet, and yet you had me on the list, so thank you for that. I'm running the Flex radio here tonight, about 300 watts from the KPA 500 amplifier into my fan dipole up about 35 feet. So a beautiful, gorgeous day here today. That's about all I have, so back to net. Thanks for running it, Fred. N3FL in the net. This is K9FB.
Yeah, very good, John. K9FB from N3FL. Well, you know, some days you have it and some days you don't. I'm not saying I have it today, but I'm not saying I don't have it today either. Just lucky. Your SNR went all over the place there. You went up as high as 13 and dropped down to about 6 or 7. So we do have some QSP out there tonight. Thanks a lot for your comments, John. I look for you next week. KD8VNU, you're next in line, Scott. Let's see, KD8VNU, hopefully you can copy out there. This is N3FL.
remote phone. most said different. Probably pretty big tonight. I don't very well. It's just you know, everybody. Really interesting. Before before the snow plays all about up on running. So anyhow, that's about almost what I'm hearing. Simple to listen. Basically,
It's been three offset fed dipole doing a great job here with 20 watts on the G90, and there was someone else on the G90. I don't know if you're following, in the digital voice that was having some issues with it. I know that Rick was working with NW2XA trying to help him get it squared away. I don't know if they ever got it done. Anyway, speaking of Rick W4XA, guess who's up next to bat? I'm not sure he's here. I don't think he was copying too well earlier, like being that he's out in Dudley, Washington. It's a little early for it, but let's see if we can bring it dead here. W4XA from N3FL. You're around right. Love it. Nothing heard. Okay, let's do the next five. NF0T, VE3KUZ, AC8GF, WJF, W6POT, and K5GI. If you hear something that sounds like your call, it probably is. These things help fast, and sometimes it didn't quite get them exactly right. So up the bat right now, NF0T, Ryan, your comments for that 10-3FL.
Tonight's pretty much around a 6 or 7 SNR. I see a peak as high as an 11 and as low as about a 0. So I'm seeing the same thing that everyone else is, that the SNRs are a little bit up and down, a little bit of fading on the band tonight. Not a whole lot going on here. Just working on some Aether SDR bugs, trying to get them squashed, and listening to the net. Okay.
Well, very good, Ryan. NF0T from N3FL. And thanks for your comments. Commented here, signal goes especially when it's your even the SLR. I switch around the different antennas to boys from our speaking of this, now I'm back on the right antenna. I was on, for those of you that heard me just before I switched, I was on the horizontal dipole at about 40 feet. It's the urban beam. And now I'm back on to the vertical, so that makes a little bit of difference. I have a multitude of, I won't say multitude, but several sets of antennas here. I have the urban beam at 40 feet, which is just basically a dipole, bent dipole. And I have the vertical down by the dock, and I also have 3-element active array, directional array that I can switch. But my favorite is favoring to the southwest. That's where I seem to need it the most. Yeah, and then I have the DX Engineering noise canceling unit. And with that, I can add 2 antennas. Typically, I'm adding the directional array to either the dipole or to the vertical antenna. So I kind of get a combination that seems to pay off a little bit in reception, and I can switch those in and out at will in not correct manner, but awkward manner by controlling the gains and the summing and the DX Engineering noise canceller. So there you go. All right, next in line. So that's why sometimes I can hear people that maybe others can't. BE3KUC. Bob up there in Winter. How you doing tonight? 10-3FL. You don't even hear any audio. Well, no audio. Plenty of signal, but no audio out of that. Check your audio paths. And let's try it one more time real quick to see if you can catch your audio path. If not, then hang in there and we'll catch you at the end of the net. BE3KUZ and 3FO. I heard a glitch. I heard an audio glitch in there, but no audio, just one click. So take a look, track it out, see what you get. And I think I see CRT just pop up here. Let's put him in at the bottom number. Whoops, he's already here. Yeah, what am I doing? He's been here before. See, there you go. There you go. We try harder. Almost there, right? So next in line, we have AC8. Oh, transmit again. Stand by one. Time with his transmit path and it just shows up on FreeDV, unfortunately. All right, next in line, AC8, JF, Alpha Charlie 8, Juliet Foxtrot, for N3FL. Neil, your comments on that, please.
You need some laptop. I see some so on his phone, some of you other listen to everybody. I have a people do that. I'm building it's good that you don't everybody. I will go back to it, but I come to the FL with the ECHA.
What I did, Neil, was to make your acquaintance. ACHJF from N3FL, first time we worked, and yeah, I think Bob's got he's probably trying to check out his bit path, and when you do that, it shows up on FreeDV as you're transmitting, even though you're not putting any RF out. Okay, next in line, W6POT. Lake in Texarkana, Texas. I'll copy up. Storms have you gotten to W6POT and 3. Nothing heard. Next in line, K5 Gulf, India. K5 Gulf, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. N3FL. Your comments on that, please. K5GI from N3FL. My apologies. I couldn't copy. I did see you were transmitting, and I see you're having difficulty copying me. So, Dudley, did you hear anything direct to your station? I know that I didn't hear it on EchoLink, but maybe you heard something in the shack there in your flex. W85QPZ N3FL.
No, I didn't get a thing Not a thing there, Fred. Sorry.
Okay, Ken, sorry we couldn't hear you. I don't know that you can hear us either. You can sort of hear me now. We couldn't hear you, but maybe when conditions change later in the net. Next in line, KB0 NAV PW6KC K and N9KOJ. Hi, KB0 NAV, your comments on that, please. N3FL.
First time on the net. Looks like it's going. Uh, well, yeah, I'm hearing pretty quick here, so just kind of listening and seeing how it all works. It's nice to see somebody out of smoke because most of the time you look around and there's nobody. So catch you later. If you're sure, I mean.
Yeah, very good, Randall. KB0NAV and 3FL. That's kind of the purpose of the net. You get everybody in one spot, and you can hear different signals and also troubleshoot your own signal. Listen on what Dudley's got set up on EchoLink, or go back in your spare time and take a look for what he's posted on YouTube. He's recorded it, and it'll be up on YouTube typically within an hour after the net's over. You can listen and fight. You can listen right now as it's running, but it gives you an opportunity to hear what you sound like and what, and also an idea what stations sound like at other locations. Line this in line, W8, Papa, Phil in Senior, Ohio. My guy, Senior, Ohio. I think I've heard of that place. W8PP and 3FL. Your comments for that place. Nothing heard. Next in line, W6KCB. W6KCB from N3FL. Your comment for that, please. Let's see if you can. He's not copying me, but we'll see. W6KCB, N3FL. Your comments for that. TV from N3FL. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear you, and neither could Utah. Long distance from here to there. Kel, and 35 watts. Okay, so, we couldn't hear you. Hopefully you're hearing us and the rest of the net and you're getting some benefit out of this. Next in line, KS4K, Ennis, and Jessup, George, and from N3FL. Your comments on the net, please.
Yeah, Fred and the net, and they found it is 4K. And down here, Southeast Georgia, we finally getting over some of the drought conditions down here, and getting laying on a regular basis. It's not good that for them, everybody, like you said, on Dudley did here, and in Southeast Georgia. Yes, so I did update the program here recently, and I noticed a couple of differences, so that's good. So that's I think I'm going to the option or fed right here, starting a little out here, Fred, as always. So keep up the good work. I appreciate you picking me up here, and we'll turn it back over to you. I'm 3FL in a minute. Okay, 4K 73.
KS4K from N3FL. Just checking here and make sure I got everybody. I picked up a couple of people off of NetLogger. Thank you for using NetLogger. And Dennis, good to hear you again. And I remember that you were one of the guys that was in early on back in, I think it was July a year ago. Check the records. Here we go. Let me do the next 5. N9 KOJ, KF6 IWW, NF2O, WA5 MAC, and W0TT. That takes us to number 38. So next in line, N9 KOJ, Robert, out in Wheeling, Illinois, N3FO. Your comments to that, please. K4QJC, and there you're on the list, but I didn't hear anything here. I'll switch my when I get to you and just hang in there. The next in line, KF6 IWW. That's also California. Maybe you can hear me, maybe not. We'll see. It looks like you hear me. KF6 IWW. Your comments on that, please. N3FL. Okay, nothing heard. Next in line, NF2O, Frank down in Raleigh, North Carolina. NF2O, your comments on that, please. N3FL.
This is Nevada, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Let me just adjust my power a little bit. Hoping I'm making it out. Conditions seem to be pretty good. I've been on an SSD net earlier and been just scrolled. Familiar signal, familiar noise, and had to run in the house real quick to grab my laptop and look it up. I haven't been on FreeDV in quite a while, and I have to say I'm always blown away at all of that. You're sounding like you're sitting right next to me here in my shed. Everything, really nice copy. I'm at a lot of stations. I think Texas doesn't really work too well for me. I'm running an FTDX10 into an 80-meter end FET, and probably there's no going this direction. But yeah, we're in a lot of stations. On fun mode every time I'm getting on this here. So, well, thanks for running the net, Fred, and 73, everyone. Have a nice evening, and back to you, Fred. This is NFTO.
Frank at F2O from N3FL. Booming in here, you get the between you and Mel, K0 PFX for the strongest signals of the evening. You picked up at about 19 dB SNR. I switched through all my different antennas, and you're booming in on all of them. As I remember, big lobe up here at the right angle, that's for sure. Next in line, W85 MAC, Tom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Your comments for the FreeDV activity net, N3FL. Negative copy. And I'm going to add KE8BGA down here. I don't think I have him in. Yep, to number 45. Oh, I got you in there now. And then there's KE2GOF. KE2GOF, number 46. All right, we're on a roll tonight. All right, next in line. W0TTP. Well, out in Springfield, Missouri, N3FL, your comments on that, please.
EPs, go by Scott, my middle name in Missouri, Springfield, 45 minutes north of the Arkansas border. Running a 80-meter full-wave loop of about 40 feet, Flex radio, running the Ether SDR and development package from FreeDev on my Raspberry Pi. Everybody sounded good this evening, and back to net.
Yeah, sorry, Scott. It's NetLogger. Put your first name in there. I don't know how we get your preferred name changed in NetLogger. I'll have to figure that out. That's another thing. I got to get Dudley to tell me how to do this. I have no clue. Hey, thanks a lot for your comments. Beautiful signal here this evening. Next in line, K4QJZ. George in Front Royal, Virginia. Boy, I'm opening your copy and me. Front Royal, George, if you can hear me, I can tell you some stories about Front Royal because I was born and raised not too far from there. Go ahead. Top of you. Check your system. I didn't detect any RF. I switched through all my antennas, but you are in a spot that's difficult for me, and didn't hear on EchoLink either. But like I say, I've got family from Front Royal, and I was born and raised in Winchester, not too terribly far from you. 73s. We'll catch you next time. Hopefully we'll get some the chit chat sometime. Next in line, K0OKE, Ball in Tallahassee, Florida. Your comments on that, please, N3FL. This is K0OKE. I hope that this is coming across. This is my first time using FreeDV. I was just scanning NetLogger and I saw a frequency. I turned to it. It sounded weird. I looked up the mode. FreeDV. I Googled, downloaded, started this, and started hearing voices. So I hope you're hearing me, and I got this ready, but it sounds wonderful. So back to you. Number 3. Not very good, Paul. K0OKE from N3FL. Boy, I tell you, moving here, K6AQ, he deserves an awful lot of kudos for what he's done with this software. For you to hear the sound and download it and get it running, I think it is just a testimony not only to your abilities with the computer, with the radio, but also with K6AQ's, what he's done to make the FreeDV setup work. All right, thanks a lot. We look forward to working you some more. And it's one person, one net said that was near the frequency. When they heard us transmitting, they said, "There's that ray gun sound again." A ray gun. Okay. Well, the more I thought about it, maybe that's not such a bad way to describe it. 73 is Paul, and we'll look forward to talking to you some more on FreeDV. Next in line, KG0AQ. Out of Battlefield, Missouri, Daniel from N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
Yeah, hello, Fred and everyone else on the net. Dan, Battlefield, Missouri, running a Flex 6400 and about 300 watts into a dipole. And using Ether, wonderful program that's kind of renewed my interest back in FreeDV. Been running this for a long time and kind of on and off, but nice to have it built in. It's a wonderful package. Anyway, back to you, Fred. Thanks for picking me up, and 73 doll KG0AQ.
Very good, Dan. KG0AQ N3FL. You were up to about a 3 dB SNR, typically a -1, down to a -3, and I copied 100%. Beautiful signal here, beautiful audio, sounds great. It did the work you. Next in line, let me read the last. I'm going to go down the list. This is everybody I have on here until I peruse. Oh, there's K7OLI. Every time I think I got them all, somebody else shows up. K7OLI. And I'll peruse the list some more, see if I've got some others in here. All right, here's what it is. From here to the end. K0VM, VE3NSV, W9FLA, K8BGA, KE2GOF, and K7OLI. And I think that'll get us to the bottom of the list. Here we go. K0, Victor Mike. Al, your comments on that, please. N3FL.
Yeah, this is my first time on the net.
And I use the sound and really set the rules and not some of should running the voice EV 600 meter diameter into also an 80 meter dipole, which because it's not hard for everybody to so yeah, on the net tonight. It's still interesting listening and filtering those. Thank you for running Fred. Cedar, Victor Mike Cedar and
Very good, Al. K0 Victor Mike from N3FL. Great signal here. Let's see what you were running. You were up and down, but it was 100% copyable as low as minus 3 dB up to plus 3 dB SNR. And a very good signal, a copyable signal here for sure. Okay, let me just get down next on the list. VE3 NSV. Jerry, how's it going up here?
Sounding good. You're 20 over here tonight. You're doing really good. Hearing pretty much everybody minutes tonight. Looks like I've liked that most of the board. Yeah, even I mean, Utah and California, so potentially they're good. So, anyways, Flex 6400 with Ether SDI and using an 80 meter doublet up about 50 feet. I actually measured it with rangefinder, so it's actually at 50 feet, and ran about 50. What it'd be different? Not everybody's running enough to have that cool. I've got the 80 meter doublet, so we'll just take the image everybody on that, and as always, I appreciate you and Dudley doing that. We'll turn it back to the control from these three ends.
Beautiful signal here, and on the vertical, you were at about a 12 dB, 13 dB SNR, and when I switched over to the dipole, I showed up to 20. So there you go. Going in here as well. Nice thin line. W9FLA. W9FLA. Your comments on that, please. N3FL.
You didn't really have an average of 20 decibels here. Full solid copy. I'm using the Flex radio, using the latest Acer SDR software, and been very impressed with it so far. What I really liked my system. I'm kind of curious about the looking at the signals on the PM. Some of them are Mexican. But very considerable silver on them, and I'm curious what mine looks like. Here in Columbia City, we're about 13 miles away from Fort Wayne, west of Fort Wayne. We're down about 68 degrees, so I have 79 today. Been very comfortable and looking forward to a really good day tomorrow. So with that, I'll say 73 Fred, and that, thanks for reporting it, and W9FLA is standing by.
FLA from N3FL. You can look on Dudley's, look on the YouTube channel and see all the various signals. Yours is a sharp, that's typical for the Flex, which has the feedback, compensation, pre-distortion to make it nice and sharp. The Elecraft is going to have that. That's one of the future features of the K4D. And I'm running the ALS 1306, which is a solid state amp that has third order products about 20-25 dB down. So that's what you'll see is a hump out there from those of us that don't have the nice pre-distortion and the feedback for adaptive pre-distortion to cancel all that junk. Soon we will all have that built into our radios, but I'm not quite looking forward to when I get the ability to solve part from case 4. I will connect it. It does have the input port for the coupled feedback from the amplifier, power amplifier to do the adaptive pre-distortion. Okay, next in line. KE8BGA from N3FL. Oh, your comments on that, please. So, and then nothing heard. Let me get some more in here. I see AB3XU. AB3 X-ray uniform. I see all stamped in here. I got K2GOF, K0. I got everybody there. Okay, and let me look one more over here and take a quick look on FreeDV, see if I got anybody lurking. Nope. Here we go. So here it is from here to the bottom of the list. It's KE2GOF, followed by K70LI, and then AB3XU. So KE2GOF, your comments on that, please. This is N3FL. I did not. You know, you try again. One more time. See if we get anything RF out of it. I don't see it. Didn't see any RF. And it didn't come in on the Utah receiver either. So keep checking out, and see you got Mint Linux running, and we'll look forward to talking to you when you get it working. Okay, let's see. Next in the line here, K7LI. K7LI, your comments from that, please. This is N3. Nothing heard. I believe he's no longer listening. I'm going to add, I see N7TES here. He'll be on the list, but there's only 2 or 3 away. No, don't transmit yet. And I think I've got everybody else. So here we go. So the remaining 2 are AB3XU and N7TES. So AB3XU. Like your comments on that, please, N3 up from Luckily, I see he's monitoring only. I was going to say no RF there. My apologies. It takes me a while to put 2 and 2 together. All right, so next, N7 TES. N7 TES. Your comments on that, please, N3FL. Okay, N7TES and N3FL. Unfortunately, I couldn't copy. I tried all my antennas, and also you're not being heard in Utah. So my apologies for that. And maybe as the evening goes on and people hang around, there'll be some other. Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the list. With that, what I want to do is real quick look for anyone who has not yet been checked in. So if you haven't been called in the list, or you missed your time being called on the list, let's hear from you now. This is M3FL. Okay, negative copy. So now let's open it up for Any additional comments before we closing that down? This is N3FL. Okay, so now we take one last call. This comes from WA5QPZ, alternate net control out there, Dudley. You want to give a few shouts and see if there's anyone else out there. This is N3FL.
All right, be glad to. SWA5QPZ kind of opened up for right now. Go back and maybe pick up some of those on the list here. Jump in here and let us know. We'll recognize you. This is WA5QPZ for net control.
Yeah, V3KZ. I think I got it. What can it do?
Yes, sir. That's working. BE3KUZ. All right, hold on for just a second. Anyone else? And we'll make a short list and go back and pick you up. Anyone else that would like to do a recheck or check in? This is WA5QPZ.
Then forward. KJZ. We've got a screen into the social media.
All right, that was N4KAZ. Is that it? Over. Oh. I got it. That's what's K4QJZ. All right, very good. Let's go with those two, and we'll try that. BE3KUZ. BE3KUZ. Your comments, SWA5QPZ.
All right, thanks, Dudley. Telling me I was flashing the wrong button. I was using the foot pedal, and I should have been using the PTT button to stop. Where I don't know, I thought differently, but I guess it's a good habits that I had. But anyway, looks like I might have the mic level too high, so I'm just gonna back it down here a bit and see if that's better or not. Maybe looking for. But anyway, I was playing around with an experimental antenna, and it was causing all kinds of RF feedback, and so I got off of the terminal antenna as well. So hopefully you guys are hearing me okay now. And yeah, we've been having some great weather. It's been that kind of ideal weather. Anywhere from mid-70s to mid-80s, and down to the mid-60s at night. So good sleeping weather, great activity weather. Can't complain whatsoever. I'll put it back to you, Dudley, whoever's running the net here, and let's now see how you would copy me. B3KUSD back to net.
Well, very good, Bob. No, you were 100%, and you were exactly right. Your audio was it wasn't distorted, but it was a little bit hot, and it was a little bit large on the scale. But you got it down to normal where it should be. All right, very good. Next, Watts, we'll get it over to you. K4QJZ, WA5QPZ, and the FreeDV Net.
Thank you.
What happened there? K4QJZ. K4QJZ. We heard you in there. I know if you're still there. It's N3FL.
I'm back. We're still in the learning mode. And then, you know,
Okay, we got you. K42JZ from M3FL. Yeah, we need, I know, I think you said you're out in Front Royal with radar, and we'll talk later, but I've got, like I said, I'm from that area. So let's see, W0TTP, Scott, you asked a question about how I copied you. I copied you fine, and I think at the time that you, let's see if I wrote anything down. No, I didn't write down your signal report, but your audio sounded good, and I believe you're on the order of about 8 to 10 dB signal noise ratio in here. If that answers your question, Scott, W0TTP enter FL. Okay, it looks like you flew the coop. All right, with that, I think what I'm going to do is call the net at 15 minutes after 10 Eastern Standard Time, 02:15 Zulu. Thanks everybody for participating. Hope you had a good time. Hope that it was a productive net. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Be sure to check out the YouTube if you want to really hear what the world sounds like on FreeDV, everybody else. 73s, and we'll see you all next week. And thank you, Dudley, for everything you've done. And Dane, I think Dane pulled the plug already. W85QPZ, the FreeDV Activity Net. This is N3FL. I'm closing it out. 73.
Very good job, Fred, and you were receiving ones better than I was. Static crashes were just really killing me, and it's rumbling out there again, but we'll try to keep it up as long as we can. 73, Fred, and everyone else. This is WA5QPZ. Watts, are you still listening? K4QJZ, WA5QPZ.
Or TJZ.
I'm sorry, who's that? KJZ? This is WA5QPZ.
K4, KZ.
All right, I got you that time, Watts. You were coming through like gangbusters. I'm having terrible static crashes over here, but I think I can pick out most of it.
But we're also having to use
Just a step.
nothing directional in your way, so the margins probably aren't. The link margins aren't what we would like them to be anyway. We'll turn the power up just a hair and hopes that it helps you on that. Back to you, Dudley. K4.
Yeah, that little bit of power helped. Certainly did to break through. Yeah, it's if it doesn't get enough signal to get the error correcting bits, the rest of it kind of goes by the wayside. So those are pretty important to pick up on. Hopefully you're copying me okay, Watts. K4QJZ, WA5QPZ.
Got you most of the time, Dudley. Most of the time, I bet you. Good boom again for me. But I do have you, but it's a little bit of a tough cop.
Well, usually Utah can pick you up pretty good. It's not working out that way tonight, though. Just one of those evenings. All right, well, it's good to hear you on, Watts. Really is. And I heard the station. He just tuned across and saw the NetLogger activity and tuned across and heard the signal and researched it and found out it was FreeDV. Loaded it and went with it. That worked out pretty good. All right, we'll talk to you later, Watts. Good to hear you. K4QJZ WA5QPZ.
Have something new to try and work with. Much appreciated. Hey, have a good week. Take care, my friend. K4 QJZ.
All right, very good. Thank you, Watts, and likewise to you. Let's have a good week and take care. Look for you next week. WA5QPs.
He's in QJZ. Takes other reports. This report. This week. Focus the instrument. Test 1 2 3 1 2 3 K4 QJZ. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 K4 QJZ.
Boy, what did you do? It's coming in like gangbusters, Watts. K4QJZ WE5QPZ.
For the report, we finally got the APD to work and have that.
bit. So it's just a lot to learn and a lot to experiment with, and I'm running an alpha version of this, so that's probably.
Well, that last is
That
that's
last-
always a big qualifier, and sometimes that will cause a problem too. But you got it working. It sounded much better now. All right, or at least stronger. It's coming through a lot easier. All right, very good, Watts, and we'll talk to you later from WA5 QPZ.
But yeah, too late.